Kobe beef, one of the world's most famous and scarce delicacies. But what is it? Why is it so special? Why is it so expensive? And why have you most likely never had it? It's Sonnie coming at you from Japan. Recently, Joe and I were in Kobe, Japan, exploring an awesome new city and feeling right at home in another new hostel. But our real reason for being there wasn't to see the Kobe Tower, Kobe's Chinatown, or some huge and amazing temples. No, it was for the meat. Kobe beef, to be exact. Around the world, Japanese or Wagyu beef is kind of known for being the highest quality, but Kobe beef is even a step above that. There are incredibly strict guidelines for what specifically has the honor of being called Kobe beef. There needs to be a specific marbling ratio, level 6 or higher, meaning the fat in the meat is spread out and found in every single bite. The type of cattle, Tajima, live longer than American cattle, so that they can be fattened for longer. Kobe beef fat itself is different from other cows because it contains high levels of unsaturated fatty acids, which melts at a much lower temperature than saturated fatty acids. When testing for the quality of meat, a butcher will often slice a little bit of meat off of the carcass, place it in the palm of his hand, and watch the fat melt, even in the freezer. It also melts directly on your tongue. Hungry yet? Check out Joe trying his first bite ever. Joe trying Kobe beef for the first time. Try it with salt first, just a little bit of salt.
You don't even need to chew it.
Really? Oh my gosh. You don't even need to chew. As you can imagine, not many cattle fits the bill, so to speak. Only between 3,000 and 4,000 cows qualify each year, and that's it. That's the total number of cows per year for the entire world's consumption. Approximately 90% of those cows stay in Japan. The majority of the remaining 300 to 400 cows go to Macau, Hong Kong, and Singapore. As of this video, only 27 restaurants in the United States serve authentic Kobe beef, and only 9 restaurants in the UK serve it, all of which are in London. So, sorry Scotland. Due to this incredible lack of supply but immense high demand, you can imagine the kind of scams that have now evolved around Kobe beef. Many restaurants have been caught as advertising that they sell Kobe beef when they really don't. People have paid hundreds of dollars to try what they thought was Kobe beef, only later to find out that it was actually only Wagyu. To avoid a fine and a bad reputation, some restaurants have started using phrases like Kobe style beef or Kobe style hamburgers. And I've mentioned this in other videos previously, but in the US, it's not even illegal to market food as something that it's not. Just think of Parmesan cheese or champagne. That's not from Champagne, France, so it's sparkling wine instead. So the burden falls onto the consumer to know what's real and what isn't. All right, enough talking. Let's watch me try my first bite. That's so tender. That literally melts in your mouth. With all of these scams out there, how can you know when you're trying real, authentic Kobe beef? Well, if you're in Japan, every restaurant will display a 10-digit code from the cattle that the Kobe beef came from. There's also a certificate with like a snout pressing from the cattle, but it's all in Japanese, of course. Sometimes there's even a little QR code that corresponds to the cow that the meat was taken from. For outside of Japan, all Kobe beef is shipped with a certificate that states what cow the meat came from, including including and detailing the animal's lineage, the birth date, slaughter date, weight, and much more. But once again, all of this is in Japanese. So unless you can read Japanese, it might not help you too much. Because restaurants have been caught using one certificate from one order of Kobe beef to claim that the beef that you're trying is Kobe beef, when it's just not. So what do I recommend to know that you're trying real, authentic Kobe beef? Well, I've linked a website in the description box below that's actually from and created by the Japanese government. It lists every restaurant by country that can legally sell Kobe beef. And just in case you're curious, the Kobe steak beef that we got was 150 grams for 13,000 yen. That's why we also got and split a Kobe hamburger, which was only 2,000 yen. Much more affordable. But we really did want that real experience. Luckily in Japan, you don't have to tip because that would be just crazy. Anyway, I think that does it for Kobe Beef 101. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button. Comment below if you ever tried Kobe beef and what was your experience. Have you also tried Kobe beef but then checked that website and realized that that wasn't Kobe beef and you got scammed, and I'm so sorry. I do know people that happened to. So share your experiences below and let's hate that restaurant together. If you really liked this video and want to see more like it, please hit that subscribe button. And if you're already subscribed, please hit the little bell icon next to the subscription button. That way you get notifications every time I upload a new video. I'll see you next week. Bye! So expensive. And why have you most likely... Oh, I was doing so well!
I'm so sorry, I couldn't hold it, I tried.
It's okay, it's okay. What you doing, Penny? You little cutie.